Welcome back, players. This is Jello, and in this video we'll be taking a look at creating a new campaign as well as building a map, tokens, and using some of the tools within the Roll20 interface. To create a campaign, you may click My Campaigns at the top, or if you're already in your campaign list, just click Create a New Campaign. It'll ask you to create a campaign name, tags, and which character sheet you will be in. So this is our sample. We'll leave tags blank for now. And because we play primarily in the Pathfinder system, we'll just come down and select the Pathfinder built-in sheet. And then you get a preview of what those sheets look like. On our right, Roll20 does work with a lot of independent developers and publishers to create small modules. If you'd like to look into those, those are available. And when you're ready and have made all your selections and tags, click I'm ready to create a campaign. As soon as it's done creating, you will come to this, the Roll20 interface. Right now it might not look like much, but let's take a look at some of the tools you have to make your game world come alive. In our top left, we have the toolbar. We have a select tool and a pan tool to move around our map. We have our layer tool, which is generally only available to the dungeon master or game master of the campaign, to go from map, object, overlay, and lighting backgrounds. Also the paintbrush. Again, more lighting options. If we don't like this zoom toolbar, we have a more specific where we can set it to any of these settings. So 40, we can go out, we can go in. Let's stay around 70 for now. We also have a ruler. Every player has access to the ruler. It can help us and your players know if something is within range, within their movement, so they don't keep constantly asking you what's going on. Next is another button only available to your game master. This is the vision button for Fog of War, to reveal or hide areas or to reset it completely. We'll go into that later. Next you have the initiative or turn order. Once you have your tokens set up and your map set, you can add turns so that it will keep track of your turn order, so you don't have to keep writing down initiatives for each new combat. And as you go through, you can just select this button to go through to the next person's turn, or go to your settings to resort or label them. The next button is a simple die roller interface. Just simply clicking any of these top die will put it into your chat. Or you can do advanced rolls with your modifiers. You can script. It will also keep your last 10 rolls so that you can simply click again. You can also make macros, which we'll cover later. Here at the bottom you have your avatar for each person. You can change the setting for this in the settings button here in the top right. But each person has a picture, a name, and a color. You can change which color each person is by simply clicking the colored square. This is important because each player has the option to ping somewhere on the map just by holding left click. As the DM, though, you might want to draw the player's attention to a certain part of the map. As the DM, you can hold down Shift and click, and it will draw the player's attention to that area of the map. Here in the top right, we do have the chat tab, which is here. Every time you log in, Roll20 gives you a welcome screen and some helpful tips about different chat commands and options. As the DM or GM, you also have this link, which is generally covered to prevent people from screen capturing and joining your campaign without your permission. This is the link that will be on your page for the campaign to send as an invite for new players. Below, you also have, as a GM, the option to speak as anyone you've added to the Journal tab, so you can easily switch between in-character and out-of-character options. Next you have the Map tab, and we'll go over that in just a little bit. Your Journal tab, you can add handouts that you can show then later to your party, such as loot or treasure that they've acquired. Characters, they might want to add a journal entry for important NPCs. You also have a jukebox where you can add background music to add a little character and flair. Your standard macros in your gear setting in the top right, you can add something. Add a macro for any of the things you roll often, say initiative or perception rolls. You can also set your display name, your volume levels, and go through other options that are available to you. You can also change the size of your avatar here. For your campaign setting, when you do have tokens, you have the option of changing the bar colors to help your characters notice and understand important stats. Each of those is changeable here, as well as your option to join your campaign as a player or to exit the game. Our next video, we're going to get into actually making a map and trying out some of the tokens and terrain tabs.